Hi class, it's me, your math teacher Jello. For today's video, I will show you how to calculate the rate of inflation. What is inflation? Inflation is the general increase in prices of goods and services over time, resulting in decreased purchasing power. So class, ang ibig sabihin, ang inflation ay ang pangkalahatang pagtaas ng presyo ng mga produkto at serbisyo sa paglipas ng mahabang panahon. Dahil dito, bumababa ang halaga ng pera. So, ibig sabihin, mas kaunti na ang mababili mo sa parehong halaga. Okay? Halimbawa, noong 2015, ang pamasahe sa jeep ay 9 pesos lamang. So, ngayon, ito ay pumapalo na ng 12 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, tumaas ang presyo ng pamasahe sa paglipas ng panahon. Okay? How inflation affects the cost of goods. When inflation occurs, everyday items like rice, bread, and gasoline become more expensive, meaning your money buys less. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin, kapag may inflation, tumataas ang presyo ng mga karaniwang produkto at serbisyo. Dahil dito, mas kaunti ang mabibili ng pera kumpara dati. Okay? So, bumababa ang halaga ng pera sa paglipas ng panahon. Halimbawa, yung bigas dati, 40 pesos pa yun kada kilo. So, ngayon, 55 pesos na per kilo. So, yung bread o yung tinapay, dati, 20 pesos lang. Ngayon, 30 pesos na. And yung gasolina, 45 pesos per liter. Pero ngayon, pumapalo na ng 65 pesos kada litro. Okay? So, kapag tumaas ang presyo ng mga bilihin, kailangan mong gumastos ng mas malaki para makabili ng parehong produkto. So, ito ang epekto ng inflation. Okay? So, adjusting wages for inflation to maintain the same standard of living, wages need to increase at a rate like inflation. If wages stay the same while prices rise, people effectively earn less. So, class, ang ibig sabihin dito, kapag hindi tumaas ang sahod at ang mga presyo ng bilihin ay patuloy na tumataas, so ibig sabihin, parang nababaliwala yung kanyang kinikita. So, mas kaunti lang yung mabibili niyang mga produkto dahil yun lang ang abot ng kanyang pera. Okay? So, kaya nga sinabi rito, to maintain the same standard of living, so dapat i-adjust natin yung sahod ng bawat manggagawa o ng bawat individual. Okay? And then, to calculate the rate of inflation, the formula is given by rate of inflation is equal to current price minus previous price divided by previous price times 100%. Okay? And for us to fully understand this concept, so let's answer the three examples here. Example number 1, in 2020, the price of rice was 40 pesos per kilo. By 2024, the price became 55 pesos per kilo. What is the inflation rate for rice during this period? Okay, so guys dito, i-identify muna natin yung mga given natin. Okay, so yung previous price natin, kung mapapansin natin sa problem natin, ito ay very good, 40 pesos. Ayan. And then, yung current price natin, so ito ay naging 55 pesos na. So class, be mindful sa pagsasubstitute or pag-identify ng mga given din natin kasi kapag napagpalit natin, so maaari magkamali tayo sa magiging sagot natin. So be mindful about it. Okay? So, dito, we will substitute only the given values. Okay? For the current price, so it will become 55 pesos. So guys, isa-substitute lang natin or ipa-plug in lang natin yan. So 55 pesos, ito yung current price natin. And then, minus the previous price, which is 40 pesos. Okay? So nasusundan ba ako? And then, divided by our previous price, which is 40 pesos. It's not yet done. So, i-multiply pa natin yan by 100% to get the rate of inflation. And then, i-simplify natin yan. 55 minus 40, that is equal to 15 pesos, right? So, 15 pesos divided by 40 pesos times 100%. Okay? So, pwede tayo mag-cancel out yan, ito. And then, i-divide natin yung 15 over 40. So, pag dinivide natin yan, that is equal to 0.0375 times 100%. Okay? So, actually dito, mag-move lang tayo ng 2 decimal places going to the right. Okay, very good. So, from here, so 1, 2. So, our answer now become okay, so dito, ang magiging sagot ay 37.5%. Okay? So, ano ang ibig sabihin ng 37.5%? So, the price of rice went up by 37.5% over 4 years. So paglipas ng 4 na taon, okay, yung presyo ng bigas ay tumaas ng 37.5%. Gets? Okay, so ganun lang kasimple, class. So, isulat natin yung ating conclusion. So, the price, so therefore, the price of rice went up by 37.5% over 4 years. Okay, moving on sa next example natin. Ayan. So, example number 2, a jeepney ride used to cost 9 pesos. The current fare is 12 pesos. What is the inflation rate in the jeepney fare? So, mag-solution tayo dito, class. First, let us identify the given. Ang ating previous price dito ay 9 pesos, right? Okay. So, this is equal to 9 pesos. And then yung current price natin, which is 12 pesos. Okay, by substitution in our formula, our current price became 12 pesos. Minus the previous price, which is 9 pesos. And then divided by the previous price, 9 pesos, times 100%. Do not forget. Okay? So, let's simplify. 12 pesos minus 9 pesos. So, this is equal to 3 pesos. Divided by 9 pesos. Times 100%. Okay, cancel natin to. So, 3 over 9, or pag dinivide natin yan, this is equal to 0.3333. Okay? So, times 100%. So, usually, mag-move lang tayo ng 2 decimal places going to the right. So, 1, 2. Okay. And then, so this is equal to 33.33%. Ito yung rate of inflation ng ating pamasahe. Okay? So, ano ang ibig sabihin ng 33.33%? So, class, ang ibig sabihin, the jeepney fare increased by 33.33%. So, tumaas siya, no? Okay. So, the jeepney, ang ating conclusion dito, the jeepney fare increased by 33.33%. Okay? So now, moving on sa ating last example. The daily minimum wage used to be 645 pesos, and now it is 695 pesos. What is the inflation rate in the minimum wage? So guys, dito pag-usapan naman natin yung sahod. Okay? So, let's identify the given. Ang ating previous wage, which is 645 pesos. And then, ang ating current wage naman ay 695 pesos. So now, hanapin natin yung inflation rate in the minimum wage. So dito class, binago lang natin ng konti yung ating formula. Instead na using current price, previous price, so we will change or shift to current wage and then previous wage. So let's plug in class. So, ang ating current wage, which is 695 pesos. So, ipa-plug in lang natin yan, class. Minus previous wage, which is 645 pesos. Okay? And then, ang ating previous wage also ay 645 pesos. So, times 100%. Okay, so let's simplify. 695 pesos minus 645 pesos. This is equal to 50 pesos. Okay. So, 50 pesos divided by 645 pesos times 100%. Okay, so class, i-simplify natin to. 50 over 645. So, kapag dinivide natin yan, meron tayong 0.07194. Okay? So, times 100%. So, dito, guys, mag-move lang tayo ng 2 decimal places going to the right. So, 1, 2. Okay? So, ganun lang kasimple. So, magiging 7.19. So, mag-round up na tayo. 7.19%. So, this is the rate of inflation sa pagtaas ng sahod. Okay? Or sa usaping sahod, perhaps. So, the minimum wage, ang ating conclusion dito ay the minimum wage increased by 7.19%. Okay? Kung mapapansin naman kasi talaga natin, from 645 yung minimum wage, naging 695 pesos. So, kahit paano may kaunting pagtaas. Okay, so, class, what is your observation sa mga examples natin? Sa example number 1 and example number 2 and 3. Okay? Very good. Kung mapapansin natin, sa mga previous examples natin, yung rate of inflation ay more than 30%. So, ang ibig sabihin, yung wage increase natin ay hindi enough to sustain our needs or daily expenses. Dahil sa labis na pagtaas ng mga bilihin, no? And it only shows na kailangan magdagdag talaga ng malaking porsyento or bahagi sa ating sahod para ma-meet natin yung sinasabing standard way of living. And that's it for our lesson for today. So I hope meron kayo natutunan sa video ito. Thank you for watching. Follow for more.